Having cleansed Barovia village of its tainted chapel, our party set out at once. To the south and west, they crossed the river Ivlis to continue westward. Surrounded on all sides by the impenetrable Svalch wood, a crossroad emerged from the mist. To the west, the long road to Vlaki. To the north, a shorter route, but one less traveled, leads to the Seers Pool encampment and then on to Vlaki. As the party set forth towards the northern fork, massive stalking forms, wolves the size of bears, emerged from the dark wood, and battle was joined. By tooth, nail, spell, and steel, the battle raged on until one of the hulking wolves, intent on taking Irina as its prize, made to drag the burgomaster's daughter into the wood. In defiance, Irina slipped free of the beast's jaws, turning her gaze towards the muted heavens on her... In defiance, Irina slipped free of the beast's jaws. Turning her gaze towards the muted heavens, her own blade held to her slender neck, she shouted in defiance. Devil Strahd, hear me well. Call off your beast, so I will gladly join my father in death. The beast, which meant to make Irina its prize, hesitates. In a moment of relative calm, her words hang heavy in the air. And then we go into initiative. Unfortunately, Al Kiera was supposed to begin this round off dramatically, but instead it is going to be Direwolf's turn. And this particular one is being wrestled by Tormund, I believe, and is going to attempt to bite at you.
Good luck with that.
Huh.
Now, are you wearing a shield currently?
Yeah. I threw my hammer down to grab him with my... Or maybe I threw my shield down. I don't remember. I threw one of them down. Do you remember?
Well, you can't throw a shield down because it's strapped to your arm.
There you go. You threw your hammer down.
Depends on what kind of shield it is. However, I'm not entirely for sure how you're grappling with a shield involved.
You can only you only need one free hand to grapple.
So you've got one free hand on the beast.
Yeah, you only need one free.
You got one free hand on the beast. Okay, cool. So he's going to make an attack roll against you. As it turns, it snaps. It's bleeding heavily from a number of wounds, and in desperation, it turns and tries to assail its attack. Or attack its assailant. I don't know which one you go with. Let me see. Do we have any others within 5 feet? We do not. So it comes out as just a straight attack. 15 versus AC.
That's a fail.
So you manage to jam your shield in between the beast's massive jaws, and it comes down hard on the wood, but the shield holds. Sir Davish, you're up.
I don't think I have anything to pick anybody up with. Unfortunately, I don't think I have.
You don't blame me?
That doesn't cost a spell slot, does it?
No, it does not.
It's your own. It's a different ability. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, son. I'd say this is probably a good thing to do to our good friend here, Dados, so you can actually play the game. So I'm gonna lay on hands. So my hand will come down onto your shoulder. And a big, like, black and purple tendrily magic will start coursing through your body. And then it'll start to glow a celestial blue as it kind of lifts you off the ground and sets you on your feet. And you are back up, sir.
Well, technically he's still prone, but...
Okay, then he's just lying, but you're back awake, sir.
And how many hit points did you allocate to him?
And I can use...
Up to 15.
Yeah, because I can split that pool.
Yep.
How many hit points? How many hit points do you...
I only need one to be able to get back up.
Right, but how many hit points do you have total?
Right now, 0.
Thank you. What's your total?
22.
I'll give you 10. Give you 10 hit points. And then I will go 5, 10, 15 and engage the wolf. I can't hit him, but I can engage him.
Nice. Awesome. You charge forward. Now, this is the wolf who's currently
Trying to take.
hesitating
Yeah.
and staring down the defiant Irina Kolyana.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And where were you before when you moved?
Right here. So
Let
I
me just check.
was right here.
Let me just check their reach. I don't think they have a 10-foot reach. They might. What did I do with you? Nope. Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
Sweet.
And I'll bring my shield to bear and then ready my sword.
All right, the wolf that leapt, attempted to attack. I believe it was you, perhaps, Sir Davish,
I think
and
it was.
had instead leapt over the top of you and taken a series of opportunity attacks before landing some 15 feet where from whence it leapt. Now swivels around. And it's taking up the scene. It looks over in the direction of Irina, Sir Davish, Klug, and the other direwolf, snarls menacingly, and then snaps its attention back over towards you, Tormund, where the wolf within your grasp is currently crying out in pain, and its brethren engages in an attempt to help aid its fallen foe. Yes. He will engage you. He will engage pack tactics, which will give him advantage on the roll. You are currently grappled, but that does not instill disadvantage for some reason.
No, I'm not grappled. The wolf.
No.
You are both
Yeah.
grappled when you are grappled.
You both get the grapple
You
feature.
grappled. You
Yeah.
both are grappled, and so you as the initiator, I believe, can end the grapple willingly, whereas the other guy. That's how I remember.
PHB. Well, let's not get into it. We'll look it up later.
You want a rules lawyer? Yeah, you're in the wrong room.
Don't worry about it.
And here it comes.
This is where you beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Okay, 22
Exactly.
versus AC.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, wonderful. You take 5 piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw from you, please. Six is going to fail. You're going to be knocked prone.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the other wolf a reaction to attempt to break the grapple. So go ahead and roll athletics to hold on.
You got this.
Oh God!
Oh yeah,
you got
do.
this.
You take the wolf down with you. Somehow. Somehow.
Not
Puppy little
today.
puppy pillow.
All right. And you take 5 piercing damage.
Yeah, this wolf reminds me of a wolf I once knew.
Tormund, it's your turn, beset upon by 2 dire wolves, currently wrestling one to the ground while the other one maws you. What are you gonna do, man? You're prone.
Well, I can stand up, half movement,
Can't.
and the wolf in my grasp whimpers as it comes with me.
Okay.
It's forced to.
Okay. You drag it up. With one arm. Like, I don't even understand. And the chest on your back.
He's just being
Describe yourself
badass.
real quick for everybody. Just,
No,
just
in combat, I drop that on the ground. It's
you drop that on the ground. Okay, all right. I was about to say, because, like, this is getting ridiculous.
in sessions I have realized that my character has been carrying around a massive chest of loot this whole time because I have no backpack.
It's just a big chest on his back.
Where's the dog?
And a dog is
was,
in it.
it was unfortunately in the chest for
Yeah.
a
No.
period of time, yes.
It's still there right now.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Yeah, we had a little faux pas.
Remind me if either of these wolves has taken damage visibly in the last session.
Both of them are wounded. The one that you have a grip on is far more wounded than the other. He's just thrashing
I'm
around
gonna toe
in agony.
for sure then. On that grappled wolf.
Okay. So, what do you need for Toll of the Dead? Do you need both your
Wisdom.
hands? Do you need both of your hands? Do you need one hand? Do you have to...
Technically, I need to be able to point at the creature.
Okay.
If you wanted to rule that since my hands are full, I cannot point, you may do so.
I'm going to.
Okay. I'll do Word of Radiance instead then. And I'll hit them both.
Okay.
6. Wow. Con saves, please.
Okay, con
both.
saves.
Do they have to beat a 6?
They
Okay, DC 13. Okay. I was like, wait, what?
All right, both failed.
Oh!
Alright, 6 each. 6 radiant damage to both creatures.
Nice.
All right.
As radiance erupts from the shield in the wolf's mouth. Into both.
Yeah, the wolf looks the more wounded of the two, the one that you've been grappling with this whole time. It looks like it's at death's door. Like it's barely getting along. The other wolf is startled momentarily and it retreats just a moment before gnashing forward again and continuing combat.
Nice spell.
All right, that's my turn.
Nice job.
Okay. Tados, you're up. There's still wolves all around. Your fellow bard is bleeding out on the ground at your feet, while Alkir is dancing about in a blade song with this wolf to your right. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. What is my... Where is my measuring tool?
It is the little circle with the ruler coming out of it.
Gotcha. Here to here, 20, okay. And that is a... bonus action. Okay, I'm going to use my rapier and take a stab at the wolf due west of me, east of me.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
The big white one.
Yeah, him.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
14 to hit.
14
Decent roll.
gets it.
Nice.
Okay. 2.
2
Oh.
damage.
Huh.
Anything else?
Oh, I really should be holding on to this. Has what's her face taken any damage yet?
Has who? Irina?
Yeah.
Well, you saw Irina get drug off into the woods by the wolf that she ran off to, or I think she got drugged from your general. She got drug off into the woods, but you did not see her get wounded, and you did just hear her defiantly shout. However, it's kind of dark over there in that general area that they're in.
I have line of sight to Tormund.
You do, yeah.
I'm smothered in wolves, but
Yeah, like you can kind of.
valiantly grappling one, so you can see my arm and my boots.
And there was just a
You
big
better
flash
not
of radiant
walk up this.
electrical light coming off of that general area as well.
Indeed.
Okay. So I'm gonna guess that he's okay. And damn. And second time in as many games I save your ass. Alright, I'm gonna go through and healing word Xavier.
Oh, Xavier, you're gonna get resurrected or
Woo!
Yay!
conscious.
Nice.
Greatly appreciated.
All right, what do we got? D4.
Roll that D4.
And that is
Hey, there
a
you go.
4 plus spellcast, which is my spellcast is my modifier, right?
Spellcasting. It should be your charisma modifier.
3, 7 healing.
Nice.
Not bad.
Yay!
The bard instills you with some vigor, and is that the end of your turn?
Regrettably, yes.
Okay. The wolf that you have now just engaged with, Sir Davish, and you have come to Ariana's aid, Klug. It's now his turn. Large gray specimen. Its snout's lowered, its haunches are high, and its front end is low, and it's looking at you, each of you in turn. It hesitates and remains in place, snarling and watching as it readies in action. The dire wolf that you just took a stab at and managed to eke a fleck of or two of blood with your meager damage roll there, Tados, now turns her fury in your direction.
He was already pissed off at me, but okay.
Yes.
That's fair.
Okay.
14 to hit.
Yep.
Whoa, ouch. 13 piercing damage.
And I'm down.
All right then.
Oof.
Told you only needs 1 to get me up.
She reaches forward with blinding speed and accuracy, grabs you by your neck, and with a quick jerk of her head back and forth, drops you in a slump onto the ground. Unconscious. Now, the dire wolf turns its attention back to Alcure and his blade song. So, Xavier, you get a feeling that you have not escaped her ire. Klug,
Yes.
you have run to your lady's aid. You have found her there with blade pressed to neck, defiantly shouting to the heavens, and seemingly she has stayed the maw of the beast behind her. What shall you do on your turn?
All right. I'll use action surge to get 2 actions,
Okay.
and then I'll have the bonus action if I'm correct. Is that right?
Yeah, 2
Okay.
actions and a bonus action.
So one action is to exchange my hand crossbow for a dagger.
Okay.
Section action is for attack, and bonus action will be for second wind.
Okay. So you can change your weapon as an incidental by dropping your crossbow on the ground
Okay.
and grabbing your dagger, which will leave you with 2. What was the bonus action again?
Second wind, which is you have a
Okay.
limited well of stamina, 1d10 plus fighter level for hit to
Awesome.
for hit
Awesome.
points.
So what you currently have is 2 attacks and your second win. Perfect.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll those in whichever order you would like.
Probably start with the d10.
And you're going to need to move into range as well.
Okay.
And you're going to start with... Okay. And you're going to start with the second wind.
Yeah, because I need the HP.
Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
Plus
Is that a
11
D-
heal.
D10? You rolled a
Plus-
9. Fucking A, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's
Plus your
badass.
fighter level.
So that's
Okay.
11.
Okay.
No, I'm a
Now-
part warlock, part fighter, so that's just 1.
Oh.
So now you have 2 actions remaining, and you wanted to use both of those as attack actions.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. What is in your main hand currently?
Main weapon is a silver sword,
Okay.
and non-dominant is a dagger.
Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a point of reference, something to keep in mind in the future, if you have already used your bonus action, you don't necessarily need to have 2 weapons, because you need a bonus action in order to attack with the second weapon. So what you're going to do now is you're going to attack twice with your main hand weapon, or whichever weapon you want. You can choose. I'm assuming you're going to use your main hand because it's a more higher damage weapon, but you can certainly do one in each hand.
All right, I'm gonna go for main hand weapon, and with those results, may change my course of action with the final action.
Okay, so you declare your attack, you initiate your attack. That triggers my reaction for my held action. Seeing your intent to strike the wolf lunges forward and attack, interrupting your turn.
Okay.
This is a reaction versus your trigger, which was attacking the creature.
Okay, so just still go with the attack roll?
You will as soon as you see whether or not you survive this 14 piercing damage coming your way.
Yeah.
It's an 18 versus AC. Does that hit?
I need to get up my health. It's higher than it was. Was it 10 or?
You got 10.
Okay.
I think it was 12. Right?
11.
Or 11. Sorry, 11.
Are you fighter level 2 or 1?
I was warlock and then level 2 fighter. I think I am. Emery, is that right?
11.
So I was at 11 plus 11 is 22.
Okay. Then you take a strike.
Mhm.
A vicious bite. 14 piercing damage. As you make good your own attack. The creature lunges. So take your 14, and then I need a strength saving throw from you.
All right. Does armor class play into that or no?
It absolutely did. It beat you. I see your
Okay.
armor class is 16,
Oh.
and it rolled an 18. You can't see my rolls, just carte blanche. That's how I'm doing this campaign.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you need your saving throw, and then you can resume your turn. I know you were trying to have a nice simple turn, and I went
Oh no! I
did
need
all
more.
this bullshit.
I need that. I lost my strength. Okay, saving throw. That is in the.
Strength, yeah. So you'll see your saving throws right next to your attributes. It's in the bubble.
Got it.
Ooh, 14 hits. It beats the saving throw. So you managed to keep your feet, though your the wound is quite significant. 14 slashing damage or piercing damage is quite the bite. However, you managed to hold your feet, and now you can proceed with your 2 attacks, or change your choice after you've made the first attack.
Okay. Did we have a long rest or a short rest?
There was a short rest, and that was it. It was just
All right.
an assumed short rest based off of how long you've been traveling.
All right. Can I use Hexblade's Curse?
So first you have to make the attack roll
Mhm.
that triggered my attack against you, because that
Got
is already in the motion. Otherwise, I would not have been able to attack.
Got it.
And
Okay.
once you make your first swing, then you will have one whole other action to use. And you
Okay.
can continue to make a second swing or change to the hex.
All right. I'll go for it. My character sheet does seem to have an error with the silver sword's damage. It's not filled out
Yeah.
all the way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it. And if it looks wrong or looks
Yeah.
right, I'll leave up to you.
We'll just get the attack numbers. It's a 1d6 weapon, so. Okay, 5 isn't gonna hit.
Okay. All right.
But that only has. That doesn't have your.
Yeah.
It's not going to hit no matter what. But
Yeah.
you rolled a You rolled a 3.
See, that's
So-
where it's kind of weird. It's the short sword says 1d6 plus 2 piercing for efficiency. The short sword is labeled as just 2 for damage type.
Yeah, no, it's not set up correctly. We can
So-
work on that at some point, but
Should I roll for the short sword instead? Because I know the short sword's a little stronger, so you'd have to knock something off.
well, no, they're both the same thing. You can
Oh.
always just roll the one that works better. The one so silvering is a it allows you to damage certain monsters that are otherwise immune to non-magical weapons.
Right.
That's its effect. So it has the same exact damage. So yes, going forward you can roll. However, you've already rolled a d20 here,
Mhm.
and you rolled a 3, so that is a miss.
Yes.
But going forward, just use the button that works, and remember that it's silvered or not. Just tell me which one you're using, whatever. No big deal. We don't have to be a slave to this machine. We want it to make
No,
things easy, not.
I'm still learning it all. I'm aware.
Yeah, this is it's a lot too, because we're using a modded version of both, which has a ridiculous amount of features.
Okay,
And that's
so
all right. Okay,
second move. Tell me if I'm asking for too much. You said changing a weapon was incidental.
yeah. So you've used your incidental already, which was to change your weapon. From, however, it wasn't necessarily necessary to do that. So if you
Okay.
wanted to renege on that, you could still have your crossbow. It's up to you.
I'd be like, yo, dual wield with two swords.
Well, yeah, but like you need a bonus action or attack with that
Yeah.
offhand weapon. So
Well, let's just go with the dagger. That's
okay.
what I got.
Okay. Oh, you can attack with your main hand again. You can just keep attacking with the same weapon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll that.
That's what I was getting at earlier when saying
Oh.
that you don't necessarily have to drop your weapon because you can just attack with the same hand over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. So roll the same button or flip it over to the other.
I would
Sure.
use the one that works better.
All right.
Okay, 8 unfortunately will not hit either.
All right.
So you swing wildly at the beast after it nearly maws you right after you've recovered from your winded state, and the battle rages on. Now, this wolf has rejoined in the fray. Irina is kind of wide-eyed, stumbling backwards a bit, looking up to the sky, still holding that blade, looking a little bit doubtful now as she, just makes this Hail Mary to the heavens. Tormund, you hear more howling around you, behind you, in this direction. Xavier, it's your turn.
Okay, question. Does using an item count as a bonus action?
No. It depends on what the item is. It could be an action. It could be if it has rules text that says it's a bonus action. It could be if and then there's like the whole you describe what you want to do and I make a ruling on the spot kind of thing. So it depends. What do you have in mind?
Potion of healing.
Okay, that's an action.
Okay.
Straight up. Yeah, potions are actions. Often on potions.
All right, I'm gonna step towards Tatos and look at him and say, "Blast you for making me use this on you," and I'm gonna use my potion of healing on him,
So here
which is a 2d4.
you awaken, Tados. You've got this horrible kink in your neck. As you open your eyes, you just see Xavier. He's gently holding your head up and dripping this liquid into your lips. You just wake up to see this half burnt off hair. It's still got a stoic beauty, but there's a bit of a crazed look in the man's eyes now. Go ahead and roll your 2d4 there, my man.
I'm also gonna do a hair flip as I pour.
You
Oh,
need
shit.
to do the hair flip? Okay. Fuck yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of health, but that's
Take it.
It's a beautiful hair flip.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, he's actually doing a hair. Yes, it was a very effective hair flip.
Okay.
For that little amount of hair he has left on his burned head. Yeah.
Yeah, he had disadvantage. Because he only has half
All
of his
right,
hair.
so
He still
2d4.
got a 15. He still got a 15, yeah. Is it 2d4 plus 1? It was just straight. 2d4 plus 1.
Don't you have the health potion on your character sheet?
Yes, I do.
What does it say?
It just says
2d4
you
plus 2.
regain 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. So
If it
5
is.
total, 5 total health. That's your action. What else would you like to do there, Xavier?
I don't have any more bardic inspiration, so that's about it.
Okay. Awesome. That brings us around to yet another unseen assailant to the north, howling, growing ever closer. Irina, now watching as the battle is rejoined all around her, she looks down from the heavens to take in the sights. She looks around. She looks back towards Tormund. She sees what appears to be Tormund just being brutally eaten by wolves. We all know that's not what's going on over there. She looks over towards Tados, his head gently being cradled by Xavier, as Alkir dances about with this great white wolf. She looks towards her right where Sir Davish stands, brandishing his longsword, his jaw locked. And to her left, where Klug wars with this beast, its attack once more pressing. She looks towards the heavens, and this time she whispers. You cannot hear what she says for the din of the battle, but as the words leave her lips, all of the wolves pause for a moment, hesitating, their eyes, their mouths, their snouts, their heads turning towards the east. The great white she-wolf lets out a menacing howl, and the wolf attempts to break free of your grapple once more, Tormund.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Got a little bit of luck this time. What do you got?
I got a 5.
I got a 12. You're grappled.
It's howling in pain and agony and fear now as it attempts to break free of this tiny man, but to no avail. Sir Davish.
What do the wolves appear to be doing? Are they just staring at that white wolf?
They're kind of, they're distracted. The one that's got a bit of Klug is snarling. It's still kind of wrestling with her. Got one paw up on her, the other, but its snout is turned. It looks distracted momentarily by the white wolf.
I'm going to use this window of distraction to try and get around it and stab it right into its spine.
Okay, you'll get advantage on the roll.
Let's do it. 20?
Bam.
20 hits.
All right, and I...
You drive your longsword into the backside of this unwounded, bear-sized wolf.
9 slashing.
Strike it heavily! A heavy strike. Your blade digs deep into the thing's hide. It lets out a menacing howl. Anything else?
It's an action to grapple, correct?
It is. It's an attack. It's a variant attack
okay.
option.
All right. Essentially, what I want to do is I want to, during the attack, try and press the wolf away from Irina. So I'm pressing the wolf into attack this way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, awesome. You're pushing forward.
Yes.
You pivoted around it, struck it in its back, and then pivoted back around, and are now attempting to press it back into this Vulch wood.
Correct.
This bear-sized wolf just towers over you. The paladin with his shield and sword.
And I think that'll be it for me.
Yes, you betcha. All right. Seeing its pack mate unable to escape the dastardly dwarf, the direwolf to your left, Tormund, distracted for a moment by the white wolf, turning to see its pack mate struggling, clearly is distracted and attacks. Now it has both advantage and disadvantage, which cancel each other out to a straight roll. And here it is. It's a critical fail.
Woo! Attack your family.
Critical.
He's gnawing his own leg off.
Okay, all right. So here we go. I'll resolve this one easy. Tormund, you see the direwolf in its distracted state turns towards the matron of its pack. Back to you. Back to the matron. Back to you. And then, hesitant for only a second longer, it lunges, and right at that moment, you heave the wolf that you've been grappling all this time forward and up, and the larger of the two sinks its teeth into the dying wolf and ends its miserable existence once and for all.
Yeah.
It retreats in agony and disbelief. You see surprise register on the beast's face as it realizes what it's done, and it howls into the night, or to the day. It's always night here, basically. But Tormund, you're up. You have felled one of these creatures.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grapple the other one that just tried to...
You're gonna grab the big wolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one right in front of me.
Bear hugs.
That's a
Oh,
17.
god damn it with your grappling bullshit. 18, motherfucker!
Oh,
18!
boo! Boo! Oh, that's a good try, though. Good try.
It was, yeah. So
That's
you go
funny.
to get your hand around this. You try to get your arm around this thing's neck, and it just shakes you off.
All right.
Anything
Failing
else?
that, I look around for my hammer wherever I dropped it or whatever when I grappled the other wolf, and I
I think you
drop
discarded it from up here because you drug the wolf back.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go up there then.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna give an opportunity attack to the wolf,
Go
which
right
is
ahead.
no longer distracted. The dire wolf and makes its opportunity attack. Crits 23 to hit.
Oof.
Oh, that's
It doesn't have advantage anymore though.
no. That was the first roll. I accidentally rolled it as a strength save, but it's a 20 as a 20, and I'm keeping it. So I just gotta tabulate damage here. 2d.
It's the only thing you can fucking kill me. God damn it.
I know, right? All right, I've just got to tabulate the damage here. So what? How does it work? He gets two more. He gets double attack dice, right? So I just roll his attack dice one more time, or
Correct.
his damage dice one more time, and add it to the number it's given me.
Correct.
Okay.
This is not double multiplier.
Oh God, it's 22.
He
No,
gets
no,
standard.
you roll the dice twice. You don't double it. You roll the dice.
Yeah, I did. He rolled an 11 twice.
Oh,
Are you shitting me?
Jesus.
Well, I mean,
fuck.
the first die
Oh.
modifier.
Alright, I did.
You went down?
Yep, that was exactly my health.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
I can't react, right?
Not if you're going down. No, it was a reaction to get you.
Don't worry about it.
Tados has
Could've
got you.
one-shot it.
Take the hit.
I've got it. I've got a picture of that ridiculous shenanery there for your viewing pleasure later.
That's fine. I saw one of them in the chat. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, me too.
What? No, you couldn't have seen anything in the chat that I did.
Nicholas
yeah, we did.
AGM rolled 2d6.
6 plus 5.
Oh, that was the extra. That was the
Yeah,
extra.
yeah.
2d6. Yeah.
We
'Cause
just
you
saw the one, so we thought, oh, that's it.
We
11.
thought there was another one coming. That's why
Yeah.
I was going.
No. That was in addition to.
Gotcha.
So what happened is I accidentally rolled a strength saving throw, which critted. Then I rolled out the attack to get its base damage,
Yep, I get it.
and then I
Gotcha.
rolled out the extra damage
Cool.
manually. All right, so Tormund, you go to retrieve your. After attempting to grapple the beast, you go to retrieve your hammer, but are laid low. Tados.
Cannot take another hit. So I'm going to let that wolf go through and focus on the blade song.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my last word of healing and send it towards Tormund.
Oh, here we are at the precipice of death. All healing exhausted. All but the paladin, I believe.
Yep.
Don't get too smug about that.
I'm not.
All right, so we've got Hey, all right. 7.
Nice.
Apparently them D4 like me today.
There you go.
Oh, so there's my bonus. I'm going to stand back up to my feet and go into guard and defend for my
Okay.
action.
Okay. Okay, cool. Tormund, you awaken just in time to reinitiate your defenses as this wolf attempts to devour you as a morsel. And okay. The wolf to the north, now being engaged upon by multiple assailants, is no longer distracted and takes up your offer of combat, Sir Davish. 22 versus AC.
Mm-hmm.
8 piercing damage. Strength saving throw, please. Oof. Just barely succeeded there. Very
Hey,
good.
I'll take it.
So you managed to keep your feet as the beast presses back against you. However, you managed to still maintain your forward momentum. But in the meanwhile, you take 8 piercing damage from the beast's various attacks through your struggle. All right. The white wolf jumps. He's gonna disengage. He's gonna disengage. Because she doesn't know that you're defending yourself. I guess she could see you in a defensive stance. So she's not. You know, yeah, she knows that you're defending yourself and they're not attack her. She's going to instinctively just move onto the rock behind. She looks around the battlefield and lets out a tremendous howl. Each of the wolves in turn are distracted once more as they look towards their master, or matron, I should say. And then the hulking she-wolf just slowly begins to saunter off into the eastern wood and disappears into the shroud of the canopy. Technically using a dash action.
Right.
Klug,
Yo.
now both you and Sir Davish are pressed into combat with this final wolf. However, it is clear to you at this moment that the wolf is no longer interested in the fight. He seems distracted. He looks like he's looking for a way to disengage and join its packmate, a call that came out from your east.
All right, I call out to Sir Davish. Shall we finish this?
Kill it.
Kill it, we shall. Sorry, my computer just fritzed. All right, well, something. I do Hexblade's Curse. Actually,
Okay.
scrap that. I should save that for later. Nah, we'll do it. Hexblade's Curse and attack with the short sword.
Okay. Now, just to be clear, the Hexblade's Curse, this is the one that allows you to crit on a 19 or 20, as well as giving you +2 on all your damage rolls, I
Well,
believe?
that's a crit right there then.
Yeah. Your charisma fire minimum of 1 hit point. That's if it dies.
Well, that's critical success right there then, yeah.
19 or 20, yeah.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
you flip your stone, and it lands positively, and so you know that this is the moment. You press your attack clue, and your sword finds purchase. So what I need you to do is roll me another d6. Wait, what is this? 4 + 2 + 2? I'm confused. What am I looking at here? Okay, short sword's a d4 weapon, really? It's a d6 weapon, I thought.
D6 weapon. That's what my thing says. Then it says attack +4. I think that's because I have proficiency.
Oh, you haven't rolled damage yet. Okay, yeah, okay. So
Oh.
roll the short sword damage out once, just by hitting the button, short sword.
There you go.
7. And now roll me another d6 just from the dice roller off to the left, the little die symbol.
Woo!
Oh my god.
+2. So 8.
So it's all together. No, it doesn't it
Gotcha.
doesn't get it's just double damage dice plus the
Gotcha,
modifier.
okay,
So
gotcha.
we got a total of 13 damage here, but that's massive. That's a massive strike. You
That's
bury the sword deep, no doubt lancing the beast's kidneys.
Get fucked.
Massive hit. Congratulations. Yeah, you pull your blade free, and the strike is so quick, the blade isn't even bloodied. It comes out dry. Surgical. Anything else?
Bonus action?
So you hexed for bonus action, and then you attacked.
Then I will stand my ground.
Okay.
And I'll try and, wedge myself in between my fair lady and the beast, but I think I can't.
The howling from the south begins to distance itself. You can hear the sounds moving off towards the east as they do so. Xavier, it's your turn. There are
What?
still 2 wolves. Well, a slain wolf and 2 living bear-sized wolves in the fray. One of which is currently attempting to end its battle with Torben through consumption. The other is waging a 2-pronged war to the northwest. What will you do?
Xavier lets out an exaggerated sigh, looking towards Tormund, saying, "Must I do everything myself?" and starts making his way to him, picking up his hammer to bring towards him.
Wonderful. It's an incidental to grab that hammer. You arrive at the side of your friend. Are you going to enter into battle with the direwolf as well, or are you going to stand at a safe distance where you are?
After Xavier passes the hammer on, he's gonna move his distance away from the wolf.
Yes! Smart! Xavier has learned his lesson. Does Xavier have a ranged option?
He's gonna use vicious mockery.
Okay. Mock that wolf. Now, I believe... Okay. Can you print it? You do have it as a macro, right? I need
Yes.
to read something on it real quick because you do it.
Thine mother is a bitch.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, does the creature have to understand?
I don't think
Let's
it does.
see.
I think it has to have a minimum wisdom.
You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range if that target can hear you. Though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
So it knows it's been a bad boy, but it doesn't know the particulars.
Exactly.
He's
It gets
been a
the
bad
gist.
boy.
It gets the gist.
He's been a bad boy.
Gets
Okay,
the
let's
gist of
roll
what
that
the fuck's
save.
going on.
What's wisdom save at? I'm gonna pass your wisdom save. Do I take any damage on a save? Save. I don't. Okay. All right. So the beast doesn't seem to be particularly worried about the state of its mother's, and therefore does not respond. To the north, the sounds, the pervasive sounds of howling that have been ever present since the beginning of your trek from Barovia begin to fade out as they clearly are moving off towards the east. Now, hold on a second.
Holding for 1 second.
And done.
Well, he attempted to attack. Irina Koliana, seeing now that the tables have turned, brings her blade away from her neck and presses forward to join the battle alongside Sir Davish and Klug. She fights as if she has been trained, but has little actual experience. I need to get her character sheet up here. I actually need that today. PCs. What is her name? Just forget my main character's name. Why don't I? Irina. She strikes forward with her sword. Striking true
Nice.
for 2 damage.
Hey!
Yes.
We'll take it.
The fray is joined. She turns to you and she says, "The beast seems distracted. Perhaps if we lay off the attack, it will run." And then the turn turns.
Oh,
Alkier.
was she talking to me?
Yeah, well, just to the 2 of you.
Oh, gotcha.
Alkier turns to check on the status of his allies, Carlos Xavier, and the small man to the south. Small man with strong arms. He sees that everybody is doing just fine, and he very aloofly kneels or leans against the low walls of the cemetery and watches on as the party continues to deal with the struggling Giant Wolf. But that one did. That one? I thought that one did.
That one did.
Sir Davish, it's your turn.
And I'll turn to Irina and I'll say, "We will give it a reason to run," and I will strike at it again.
Yes. Okay. Fair.
17 to
hits.
hit. Okay.
Why is your number
5.
straight out? It's so weird.
I don't know. Oh, because
Sorry.
when I select advantage, it grays out the lesser number.
He's got where he selected to roll with advantage because he deselected to roll both to begin with.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. It's fine. We all know which number
3.
it is. You strike. You
Or
strike
5,
true.
excuse me.
The beast yet lives.
Okay. And I'll bring my shield back to bear.
Yes.
They're wolves, not bears.
Basically,
The
bears.
bear-sized wolves. Just bear with me, you know?
Better than wolf-sized bears.
Yeah. Wait, no. That would be cuddly.
That'd be
That'd be
absolutely
cute as
cuddly.
shit.
Yeah.
That would be okay.
Those are
I'd be okay with
called
that.
cubs, and they are cute.
Well,
gonna
no,
name
because then you have
Teddy,
Mama
I'm gonna
Bear
name-
somewhere. It would fucking rip you apart.
Yeah,
Is
well,
your
we
last
need,
name Ruxpin by chance?
we need mini bears now. This is the thing. We need mini bears like the same way that we need mini pinchers. You know, like we need.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, Sir Davish, you press the attack, pushing on the beast, gaining ground all the while. Meanwhile, Tormund, you awaken to see the slavering beast over top of you. It's pressing its attack, but then it hears the howl from the north. It growls, it leans its snout right down in your face, and it's over top of you now, and it snarls, and saliva is dripping down and mixing with your beard. And then, in a flash, the beast disengages and bounds to the east. Some odd amount of feet. Let me check its movement. I'm going to move it 30 and check its movement. I'm sure it has more than 30. It's got more than 30. It's got more than 30.
It's a wolf.
It's a wolf the size of a bear.
Yeah, it should be able to handily get out of there if it sprints.
It's going to go that direction. Okay. Tormund.
Well, having retrieved my hammer and seeing that the last wolf nearby has not chosen to flee yet for some unknown reason, I will step over so I can see it decently.
It's slightly obscured in those trees.
And there's no attack roll for this, so as long as I can see it, I
Then
just
it doesn't-
point.
That lightly obscuredness doesn't matter.
Play. Yeah, that's a DC 13 Wisdom save, please.
Ouch. Okay. Right, now this is interesting because what we have here is we have a direwolf sitting at 8 HP. And it's making a...
12 if it succeeds.
Oh, it's going to take 8 if it fails?
No.
12 if it fails. It only takes 8 if it's undamaged. If it's
Oh.
damaged at all, it takes 12 instead.
Oh,
It dies either way.
Yeah.
Well, it dies if it fails.
Yikes.
If it fails.
I rolled a D8 max, I rolled a D12 max. That's right.
16 on the die.
Alright.
Okay, that's
Takes,
been 16 as a
I
result.
don't know if it takes half. I forgot. Hang on.
I don't think so. I think it outright
Oh,
negates.
Toll the Dead is a either or, huh? That one makes sense because it's a high damage for
Yeah,
him.
it's either or. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's a bong, and then the
Oh yeah.
The wolf
Ringing
is-
sound of my shield being smacked by my.
and it's nonplussed. Tados.
All right. Well, Alkier's doing his thing. I'm going to. I don't see any others around me, as far as wolves, right?
No, you could hear like the body of wolves that has been kind of hounding you ever since you left Barovia, fading towards the east.
I will go here and back up Irene.
Fuck yeah.
Let's see. I really don't have much of anything. Yeah. Matter of fact,
Use the help action.
You could grapple the wolf with your high strength.
you're funny.
I'm sure.
Looks aren't everything, but you're funny.
Hey.
It's set in. I love it. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to. How would I do this?
Nice. I love that quick reference sheet. So good.
I'm going to. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to move right there and use my action to do a help action for the next person that attacks the wolf.
Okay, so you're readying an action
Right.
to go off right before someone attacks the wolf, and that action is to help them.
Correct.
Gotcha. That's smart. I've never seen anybody do that, but that's a snazzy way to get an advantage set up. I like
There you
that.
go.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm pretty much dry at this point.
Okay. The wolf disengages,
Motherfucker.
slips into the woods.
Yeah, I figured that was happening.
As it does so, a quiet settles over this foggy crossroad, and your hearts begin to slow. The adrenaline begins to wear off. Irina Koliana, she drops her sword, her hands shaking from the exertion, or perhaps excitement, or maybe fear. And all is quiet once more.
I'll sheathe my sword and I'll walk over and I'll pick up hers and kind of just examine it. What type of sword is it?
She is rocking a long sword.
Oh, okay. So she has long sword.
It is of solid construction,
Mm-hmm.
military perhaps, like not gaudy, not ostentatious, but good true steel.
I'll say not the
Well
sword
balanced.
not the sword I thought to have from a burgomaster's daughter. I'll kind of shake it, do a couple cuts and thrusts, kind of see how sturdy it is, and I'll grab it by the blade and offer her the pommel and I'll say, "But it'll treat you well if you treat it well as well."
She looks at you and she says, "Thank you for your kind words." And she receives the sword from you. She says, "Yes, I imagine it is an odd sight to see a lady wielding such a large piece of steel. My father had the wisdom to train me. These lands are strange and full of horrors. He would have me prepared for any."
It's a welcome sight, and your father was a wise man. And
I would say he was. Those skills served me well today.
it's nice to see someone who understands that swords, however opulent, do not make them stronger.
She nods. She looks around. She says, "Your companions, sir, how do they fare?"
I'll look around and I'll take stock. Looks like everybody's up at least. But let's regroup. We've got to get north before those wolves decide to attack again.
All right, let's take a quick break right here. The mysterious corpse hanging from the gallows has disappeared, and the scene is much like it was when you arrived, save for the large, bear-sized wolf carcass that is laying in the center of said crossroads. What are you guys doing? I mean, I know you're all in a pretty rough state right now. What's the plan currently?
Anybody know how to skin this wolf carcass?
I
Even-
say we make
I mean, I
camp.
can try, but I'm
I'll
not
get
gonna.
in the carcass.
That'd probably be a good shot, background as a tinker and all.
Well,
You've traveled.
My trophy, I'll skin
hold
it.
on.
The dwarf probably can.
You hear me? Is it?
Yeah, hi.
No. I can
Yeah.
hear you.
You're a little quiet, but yeah, hi.
Am I quiet?
You're a little
No,
quiet.
I don't think you're quiet.
Oh, I'll turn you up.
You do that.
There you
Turn
go.
me on, please. I don't like to be up.
What's the difference?
Anyway,
Dwarves don't.
what is it like midday? Is it like night?
So you left in the morning. You've traveled for about 5 hours so far.
Midday.
You're a third through your maximum travel time of normal speed, which I assume you're going at,
Right.
which is 24 miles per day. You've traveled 8.
About how long to the scene pool?
The Seer encampment, based
Yeah.
off of the bloody map that you have and what you know about,
I'm trying to find that map.
we'll move into.
We were on track to be there sometime in the evening.
Yes.
So the
Ooh. There we go.
The Seers Pool encampment is roughly about half again as long as you've traveled so far.
Okay.
So about another
2 hours, 2.5 hours.
hour, 2.5 hours,
Okay.
3 hours travel.
We'll rest for an hour while you skin the wolf, divide the meat, and then we'll go north.
Yes. I have an excellent plan for this particular specimen.
All right.
Save the
Seer-
pelts. See if we can use it later.
Jesus.
All right.
So a long rest. Everything goes.
I was going to try and help you with skinning it, but okay.
You're not long resting. You guys
Oh.
are doing a short rest. It takes 8 hours to long rest.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's 8 whole long hours. All right, great session, guys. See you next time.
Ah!
God damn it.
All right, so
God damn it.
you guys.
God
You
damn
guys set up a small perimeter. Everybody's on edge, I'm assuming, at this point. Irina certainly is. The pervasive howling has, at this point, ebbed. However, there is a dense fog still
Yeah.
bearing down on all, leaving an eerie quiet behind. Every twig or branch that falls or breaks all around sends a shiver down spines and raises goose flesh all around. What all is getting done on your guys' end during this short rest at the crossroads?
I'll have come to Irina, noticing that she had ripped her garb, and I'll have a stack of I have a set of common clothes, and I'll offer it to her, and I'll say, "Here, so you don't have to be walking around without anything to cover yourself, if you wish."
Irina nods, thanks you politely, and takes the attire, finds herself a bit of privacy, and changes.
And
then-
Xavier is going to use Song of Rest.
Oh,
Wonderful.
what does that do?
I posted it.
Oh,
Secondly, you can use soothing music or oration to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. Anyone who can hear gains an extra 1d6 hit points when they're using their hit dice.
nice. I'll use a hit dice. I'm at 19. I need to get to
Ditto.
27.
I
Fine.
can use a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all can use whatever hit
Are
dice
we
you
receiving 2 songs of rest during this time, or is it just 1?
Oh, we've regained 10. I'm at 27.
So rolling twice?
No.
No, just once.
Once and then a d6.
Is there only one
Ooh,
song?
nice roll there.
do.
I
We
have-
have multiple bards who can do multiple songs of rest. Is that what you're trying to allude
Nope.
to there, Emery? We do not have multiple bards that can do multiple songs of rest. So there's
All
one.
bards can do Song of Rest, though.
I'm confused. How are we at? What's happening?
That spell adds a d6 to your hit dice, so just roll a d6 as well. Extra
I did.
d6.
So add the two together.
Did you roll your hit dice?
I did. I got an 8, and then I rolled my d6.
Okay,
Got a 4.
so you got 12 HP back.
12
you.
HP. Awesome.
You're welcome. You can choose to roll another hit dice if you prefer. Nick, am I still under the influence of having that temporary hit points?
Believe so.
Okay, so I'm at 29 then.
So,
And
hold
those
on.
of you who had reduced max HP are still under that effect as well.
Do our cantrips and or do our spell slots restore?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Oh,
Long rest.
Yep.
Cantrips restore. Spell slots do not.
Cantrips are unlimited use, yeah.
That's why they restore.
You can use them all willy-nilly. You know what, guys? It's getting to twilight. I'm going to find the cat and bring him inside.
Okay.
Just because I don't want... Just give you a couple seconds to think of any last-minute stuff you want to do
Yeah.
before
Hey,
we head off into the wilds once more.
Cool.
Wes, you said you could roll another hit dice, not just the hit dice and the 6.
Well, that's right. Okay.
I'm sorry, one more time?
You said you could do a hit dice again if you wanted to, so that would be a hit dice of d6 and another hit dice.
I believe you just get the 1d6. Is that correct, everybody?
Yeah.
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 You
Okay,
just get the
I misheard you.
1d6. But you can roll another hit dice if you wish. So you have a pool of hit dice that you can roll on a short rest. So I rolled one of them. You can roll
Yeah,
a second or a third.
Everybody has 3 hit dice.
Yep.
And it goes to your HP.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So that's 2 hit dice and the d6.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
so
then mark those hit dice expended until your next long rest.
you're at 17 hit points restored.
Sorry, was that temporary hit points restored?
No?
Permanent.
Permanent?
Okay.
I'm under some spell that I have 5 temporary hit points. I don't remember who cast that spell.
Tormund.
Ah, Tormund. Thank you.
Yeah, it expends after 8 hours, and so it's probably expended.
Nick said it's not, so I'm just...
Well, you've only been traveling for 5, and you
Oh.
left almost directly after you cast it. So I would
That's
say,
true.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
would say by the time you make it, certainly by the time you make it to your destination, you will have run its course. But it's
Yeah,
currently
You
still
got a couple more hours left.
Hey, I'll take it, though. That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm... Besides just helping Irina around, making sure she's clothed if she needs it, or if she needs a bedroll, you know, just kind of being her secret service for a little bit, making sure everybody else is good. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
If she sits down and rests, I'll sit down and open up
does.
that very old tattered book and continue reading it.
Yeah. Yeah, Irina seems a bit lost in thought. There's a bit of a distant look on her face. She's once again in the guise of Ira as she prepares. What is Tormund doing with that wolf?
I'm taking it apart.
Okay.
Trying to preserve the pelt, or at least the head part. And
Okay.
Kirk said he wanted to help.
All right. Do you have any kind of tools that would help you with this situation, sir?
I've got a hammer and a crowbar.
I've got a dagger.
And
Okay.
I can borrow a dagger.
All right. So you've got yourself a knife. Now, what do we think? What on earth kind of skill check would we use for this?
Survival.
Yeah,
Survival.
Survival is a great skill check
so-
to use for this.
With Kirk helping, does that mean that he gets advantage?
He will get advantage.
Because
yes.
he already rolled survival, I believe.
He already did.
I believe
I
you
did. I spoke about skinning the wolf earlier, and I rolled survival kind of hastily, and
And you got a 20.
nobody noticed. So I just continued with the scene.
Yeah, we just kind of ended up going to break right after that.
Yeah, we went
Okay.
to break.
All right. Well, you
can
rolled
count
your
it if you
20.
want to.
You rolled a 20 with help. So no need to retread. There, I see it. Tormund.
Sounds great. Yeah. I open up my large chest and I withdraw the hammer and crowbar, and I look like I'm about to use them, but I think better of it on a 20, and I borrow a knife from Klug, asking nicely.
Oddly, when you open the chest, you realize that the dog is gone.
That's interesting.
Wonder what happened to him.
I remember.
Strange world.
Did something happen to the dog that I'm just not remembering, or is it literally as if it disappeared?
Yeah, it just seems to not be there anymore. Like, you remember, like, having the dog in Barovia, the village of Barovia, but traveling for some time, and now the dog is seems to be
I
missing.
thoroughly searched the chest for signs of a dog.
Well, yeah, you can find like a couple little droppings in there, some hair, he shat in your chest. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, I clean it.
Okay.
That's not good to have in my chest, and I organize carefully my vestments and take a ration during my rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll eat a ration as well. I'll give one to Irina.
Okay, so you all relax to the sounds of Xavier's music. You take some solace in each other's company and in the tune, and you allow yourselves to catch your breath. We'll now move to the end of the rest. You all are packing up. You have secured your pelt. However, it will need to be, dried and treated.
Yeah.
Else it will rot. But
Yeah.
You have it, and
Yeah.
you can bundle it for travel for sure.
How much meat are we talking? Like, how many pounds?
A bear,
So a few 100 pounds.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
All right. I take for myself about 25 pounds of the meat and offer the rest to the party.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough stuff, but it's edible.
Yeah, I could use some of that.
Sure, I'll take some.
I'll take some too.
Guys, just gonna eat it raw?
No.
No, I pull out my cookware.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you've got a fire going and are cooking while also singing a melody?
Yes,
Okay.
I am cooking and singing a melody.
All right. All right.
What in the?
Yes, he's cooking and singing. That's what he says he's doing. That's how he spends his hour. You guys took a whole hour here. That's much longer than a regular short rest. That's plenty of time to make a meal.
I would
Eat.
have dried the meat like
Some
on a
tough
little
meat.
rack.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't have quite enough time for that, but you got enough time to like let it sit out and
Yeah.
for a little bit. Yeah.
It might have asked what the wolf had been eating before we decided to eat it.
Oh yeah, the contents of its stomach, pretty
Yeah.
gross. Pretty gross. A few bits of metal in there too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'll pass on the wolf meat.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. You all finish your short rest and prepare to set out.
That's right.
And will you continue to the north as you had planned?
I think we should continue to the north.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think we need to go up to meet those people.
What say the rest of you?
The sooner we get out of this forest, the better.
Well,
The fog doesn't suit me.
Toss the coin in the air and it comes up heads or whatever, and I go, yeah, sounds good to me. I'm feeling good about it.
fantastic. All right, so you set out along the road to the north, traveling no more than about a mile and a half before the forest closes in on either side once more. The road begins to narrow, and where there was a relatively even road before, now It's got deep grooves from various wagon wheels that have come up the steep grade as the road begins to travel downwards, deeper into the wood. On the road ahead, emerging from the mists, a lone rider approaches with the stride and bearing of one who knows no fear. Clad in rusty armor and a torn and soiled silver tabard, it clutches a gleaming longsword in its pale hand and looks ready for a fight.
I'll call out to it. Hail, traveler!
The rider atop its horse stops as it's trotting up the hilly road. You can see glint of what little sunlight can make its way through the mist, shining off of the creatures, or the man's, well, below it, off of the man, the creature's armor and sword. But yet you hear no reply. You can hear kind of a wispy voice on the air, but it's low and hard to hear from this distance. You're probably about 50 to 100 feet off or so.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the rider in the mist.
He
hasn't moved.
Mm-hmm. I'll look
I'm
back
gonna
at the group
look
and
to
say,
either
"Steal
side
yourselves."
of the path for any companions
Mm-hmm.
that he may have.
You see none, but there are thick woods on either side.
Well, it's a well-traveled route. Shouldn't have any trouble.
Keep your eyes peeled. I'll go first. Just steel yourselves for a fight. And I'll start going forward, hand on sword, ready to draw it in a moment's notice. Looking left and right, making sure we're not getting flanked.
So you press forward?
Yes.
Okay. You begin to press forward, the whole group now on edge, inching forward slowly, watching the figure atop this horse. As you grow closer, you start to pick up a bit of a wind, a slight breeze coming up the hill from behind the man, the rider, and you catch the sweet stench of death.
Who were the people we're going to see again?
You're going to see the Vistani at their encampment at the Seers Pool. This man does not look Vistani. The Vistani that you've seen appear garbed as if they were gypsies in our world.
Yeah. Now, I know me some undead. Is this guy starting to sense like an undead?
Okay. You can make me, sir, a roll.
I'm trying to see the thing that's supposed to...
Sense undead.
Divine sense. That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay, how's that work? That's different.
It's one of my class abilities. Presence of strong evil... Here, just... There. I think this is what it is. Yeah. As an action, you can open your awareness.
Yeah. You can use that. Do you want to use that?
How far away am I?
Well, you were about, we'll say you're within 45 feet of the creature at this
I will
point.
use it.
Oh, Klug, you've dropped your card and can't find it. You also needed to make a, I might have left it on a different table. That's the problem with that. I don't see it on this table. I don't see it on this table either. I don't know where your Klug is. Where your Klug is.
Just trying to talk about the wolf getting its stomach checked, and then suddenly it vanished. So I don't know.
I'm not for sure where your card is. Oh, there it is.
You got it?
It's in the middle of the... It's in the blackness. Let me find you guys.
Been picking around. There.
There it is.
Wow, it's tiny. There we go. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so you open your awareness to those creature types, and immediately you are aware that the creature that stands before you, barring your path, is certainly not of the living. Neither is its mount.
I'll look behind us, or I'll look around. So while I'm using this, I'll look around to see if I see anything in the forest. You know.
Yeah, you are unaware of any other creatures of those types.
Okay. And I'll turn back to the group and I'll say, we've got undead on our hands.
Okay, give me just a second here. Fuck. All right, yeah. Yeah. Almost in time with your realization of what stands before you, the creature brings its long sword up, now pointing in your direction. You hear words that sound as though they're spoken from dried, cracked paper of a windpipe, and the creature lets out these words. It says, "Servants of Strahd, you die by my blade." Roll initiative.
All right.
We'll go to...
I couldn't tell what it said. You're kind of chopping out.
Servants
Okay.
of Strahd, you'll die by my blade.
That's correct.
There you go.
I'll just bring you back over here so you guys can gain access to stuff real quick.
Oh,
And
yeah,
we'll
that's right.
Open up the timer.
I went to...
Turn timer's up.
Well, we can't roll initiative because we
Yeah,
don't have our tokens.
I went too early.
Oh, did I not do the thing? Oh, I didn't move you guys correctly. There you go.
All right. Want me to re-roll initiative?
Yeah, just
Okay.
that's fine. I don't care.
Oh,
That's
There you go.
about the
I
same.
don't see
It's
my
about
token.
the same.
Tormund,
I
you're
think
there.
Yeah, you're to the left of me.
Oh, when you switched the scene, I got placed down in the bottom section.
Oh.
That's funny. I see it. I see it now.
I just brought it up.
Yeah. I was zoomed in on that like weird DM area, and I was like, "What is this? This is an interesting
No one's here.
encountering."
All right. All right, so I'm gonna modulate my voice less for this particular character. Just you all know what he sounds like.
Yeah, he sounds like death.
Sounds like nasty, right? Okay, good.
I always roll really low on initiatives. Very sad.
I got a nice roll. 19 on the die. Wee.
All right. Let's see here. I need this character sheet too.
It's sad, okay?
Oh, I have the character sheets. Awesome. I'm actually prepared correctly. All right.
Remember to update your health, everybody.
All right. So both the Warhorse and the Revenant are on the initiative tracker. However, the Warhorse is currently in being ridden mode. But just in case they ever break apart, I'm having them tracked separately. However,
Okay.
The Warhorse is technically being driven by the Revenant right now. It's
Right.
in
Makes
in
sense.
that mode.
So it sacrifices its initiative order. So
Yeah,
it'll-
kind
yeah,
of.
Gotcha.
Just if they ever break up or it wants
Yeah,
to do anything,
yeah.
it still can. But
Gotcha.
for the purposes of what we're doing right now, it's basically just kind of there to keep track of things for us.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So Sir Davish,
And the green
Oh.
knight.
the the creature makes its. Wait, no, that's right.
We also are missing Klug.
What?
We don't have
Oh,
your.
did I not roll my initiative roll?
up.
Yeah, click your token and hit
And I
initiative.
Sorry.
also need to do descending as well because I
There you
almost
go.
started with the.
I know. I was gonna be like, wait a minute, hold on.
Okay.
It's not
Get out
me.
of my view.
I can promise you, I'm going last.
All right. So for the purposes of this, I guess we're just going to remove Alcure.
Okay.
Go ahead and put you guys selves in marching order, but let's pull you all down. Let's pull everybody. Hold on. Let's pull you all down a little ways. Let's create about 45 feet of distance in between you. Okay. So 45 feet from you is where I place my shit. Sorry. Okay. We'll just put in the. I don't have anything to designate kind of what's going on here, so we'll just kind of do it like this.
There we go. Yeah.
That's a tree line.
It works.
Here's a road.
Yeah, it works.
Okay. All right, go ahead and put yourselves on, line yourselves up however you need to be. That makes sense.
I would have had her probably walking next to me, behind
That's
me.
fine.
Yeah.
Klug and Xavier, you both are just kind of hanging out there. Go ahead and put yourselves in whatever marching order you want to be in. The others. We'll just get this thing started. Klug, I'm just going to move you. Put you on the right-hand side of Irina. I think that's where you'd want to be.
Pretty much.
All right. So the creature utters, "Servants of Strahd, you will die by my blade." And then it charges.
Oh, wait a minute.
However-
Servants of Strahd?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Xavier,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Before that, can I make an incidental?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, if he said servants of Strahd, you will die by my blade, I will make the incidental of speaking to it as I raise my shield and sword, okay, and I'll say, you mistake us for servants of Strahd, and that will be your end.
Oh, okay, going in.
That was an Uno reverse card on psychology.
Well, I mean, it's kind of letting it know that, hey, no, we don't work for Strahd. So, if this is a century sent by the people we're trying to go to, you know?
He says, "Lies!" And Xavier, it's your turn.
How did myself and Tormund get skipped?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you need
I did descending. What happened here?
You skipped
I don't know.
The two highest initiatives on the
How
board.
did this happen?
I don't know.
I didn't do it.
Oh, this stupid game.
It looks like Tados is going first, though.
No,
There we go.
no. Yeah. So it was Tados, not Xavier. I apologize, Xavier. It wasn't you.
Fine, I didn't want to go anywhere.
So we've got the knight and that thing coming at us.
You do. And, yes.
All right, I'm going to hold my action for when he gets within 20 and shoot my hand crossbow at him.
Yeah, there you go. That's good action.
Okay. Tormund.
Yeah. Gosh. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy. And I'm gonna alter the appearance of my eyes for 1 minute. They're gonna be just glowing orbs of lightning.
Okay.
And I'm gonna raise my shield and brandish the symbol of Talos.
Hey,
Okay.
there you go.
I'm gonna holster my weapon in my belt, and I'm going to step forward. I am a loyal cleric of Talos. I serve no master other than the god himself. How dare you accuse me of consorting with vampires?
Okay. Okay. All right. That sounds like you're attempting to prove that you are not aligned with Strahd.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, you've just stumbled into the secret skill challenge that's going on in this encounter.
Oh.
It sounded like you used thaumaturgy.
Use the spell, I get a guaranteed success, yeah?
That's not a level 1 spell. So
Oh, it's not level 1. I have to make it...
Use is by your description, you could either do persuasion or you could use your spell casting modifier to make your roll.
That's kind of cool.
Right?
Okay, I'll use my spell modifier.
Okay.
Because it is higher.
Okay.
A lot higher.
Cool. It's the DC 13 skill challenge.
Yeah. How do I... Well, I guess I could just do this. Boom. Got it.
Wisdom saving throw? All right, that's one.
Nice.
I took my proficiency away because that's the same thing as my casting modifier, right?
Yeah, so you would roll it like you were going to roll a spell attack.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that's one success. Wonderful. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So as the creature charges, you first get the impression of deep hatred smoldering within its intelligent eyes. And then you see a momentary flicker of hesitation. The creature screams out, "Lies! All of Strahd's servants, lies!" And then we move forward. Xavier, you hear this creature call out, accosting you and accusing you of being a servant of the devil Strahd. You see your, wait, what happened to fucking? Oh no, okay, we are correct now. You see your bardic nemesis ready himself for an attack, and your dwarfish despot here step forward and put on quite the display of defiantly putting down the accusation. Now, what will you do?
Xavier will step forward and bring out the ritualistic books that he picked up from the building and toss them to the ground. We found these in one of the buildings that we had passed by, and we have nothing to do with this Strahd character. We are escorting this lovely lady here to safety to keep her from the grasp of this creature you speak of.
You see Ira cringe as you reveal her identity to this unknown assailant. But go ahead and make your persuasion check nonetheless. Oh, 6. He says, "Heathen artifacts at your disposal. Certainly you serve the devil." Then the horseman charges atop his steed.
Xavier's gonna back away.
Before he will charge forward, taking I'm assuming, Sir Davish, that you have made a target of yourself. out in the
Yes.
front.
Yes.
And you called the creature out, and as it charges forward, you see the tabard, though torn and soiled, it has this silver embossed image of a dragon head across the crest in the center. And you can see that as the creature rides its horse towards you, that both it and its horse move swiftly and with precision, like the type of precision that a lifetime of training in chivalry and knighthood would allow a creature to travel in. And it bears down on you atop its steed. Now, I need to just check a little bit of stuff, because I wasn't really for sure how this was going to go, and I left it a little bit sloppy, and I did not pull up the damn character sheet. So let me get the actual character. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so we've got... Okay, so mounted combatant. You have advantage and melee attacks rolls against any unmounted creature that is smaller than your mount. Wonderful. So he's going to charge you, and he'll have advantage as he does so. As he crashes into your line atop this skeletal warhorse.
He takes a bolt before he does that.
He will, indeed, yes. Oh, shit. Can I... Oh, God, I hate my life.
He was at 7 and
Go
the
ahead.
horse was at 19.
I'll find him. He's... Oh, God, did I just delete him? I did.
Oops.
Apparently, Strahd didn't like him shit talking, so he removed him.
He's been smote by Talos this day.
It's all right.
Damn.
7 for the horseman, 19 for the horse.
Okay, I just gotta find the fucking thing again.
That's
Is
fine.
a lot of dudes out here. A lot of dudes. Oh, these are NPCs.
Victory is ours.
I know, right? Okay, well, first off, let me just get in here and push this stuff back to the map layer. Oh, you know what? No, I bet you he's here. I bet you he's on the map layer. Let's find him. There he is.
Aha.
Got him.
Aha, aha.
There he is. He's back. And then we'll just... Fuck. Can't wait to have this thing in person so I can stop fiddling with all this bullshit. Yeah. To the front, and then layer. Yeah, that's good. That's what I wanted to do. Whatever. We have one side of the road remaining. That'll be enough. This is just like, fuck. Whatever. I can't even... Fuck it. We don't need a road. We don't need any of this shit. Just get out of my way. We're just getting it all out of my way. I can't fuck with this anymore. He's going to charge. We don't really need a goddamn... We don't need any of this shit. We're just going to go for it.
All right.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
All right. All right. So it's going to be 2 quick attacks. First one is 22 versus AC. Second is 16 versus AC. I think you're going to get your shield up on the second hit,
Correct.
but you're going to take 18 slashing and 5 divine from the initial strike.
I don't think I take that because I have celestial resistance.
Okay.
So 18.
Yeah, he's going to smite as well.
Oh.
That's an additional 9 divine damage. So 14 divine, 18
Oh, well then I...
slash. Sorry. Apologize. Are you still up?
Yep.
Okay. All right, and you take reduced damage from divine.
Yes, I have celestial resistance.
Okay. As his blade comes down hard and heavy, and you feel the
Great
divine.
resistance, or is it immunity?
It's resistance, so I will be.
Half damage.
Yes, I'm trying to do math. 7. Thank you.
At the very moment that you realize that this creature has just harnessed divine energy against you, so too does the creature register that you have resisted it. Lets out a hiss, and you can see a confused look on his face. He turns, staring at you, and then the turn passes to Klug.
I tell you, we are not the people you think we are. We are no friends of Strahd.
He takes a look at you, a long stare in the time scale of combat, which is only moments really. And he says, "But Strahd's servants are many and everywhere. It must be a lie. Do not know how you have resisted my divine wrath, servant of Strahd, but I will lay you low this day." And then it's Klug's turn.
All right.
And you clearly did not get to go up against the skill challenge there because it was off-turn banter.
Yeah, I know. I was just screaming at him.
Well, this guy will just lay me out quite clearly.
It seems bad. It seems like you just saw Sir Davish get overpowered by a large undead man atop a large undead horse.
All right. Am I also seeing they're still conversing and trying to convince him?
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. And you can also see that the combatant seems confused and out of sorts and does not realize that he is attacking enemies of Strahd.
Okay.
You can see that
Alright.
I've sheathed my hammer and it is not in my hand.
So,
And so far, Davish has only defended himself. Oh, however, there was an arrow that flew that missed. Okay. There was an arrow that missed. I fucking totally forgot that you were throwing that arrow.
all right. So, Klug is kind of hesitating on decision, grabs his coin, grabs your coin, tosses it in the air, and squeezes it, closes her eyes, and goes, "Would a servant of Strahd send their own to do this?" And shows the wound from the wolf, still bloodied and raw.
Okay. So what kind of skill are you... I guess that's persuasion, right? It's all...
Which I'm terrible at, but I thought it was worth a shot.
It's all pretty persuasive. Are you trying to go with, like, medicine? Are you trying to show, like, this gnarly wound and try to come to some kind of logical...
Persuasion, I guess, because
Persuasion.
it's a shot in the dark. I'm trying to be like, yo, I got pretty screwed up by a giant deformed wolf.
Okay,
I'm kind of done with the day. Can I go home?
go ahead. Oof. Unfortunately, the creature does not seem to respond to your argument.
All right, then is it upon me about to attack?
Well, it's certainly no, not really. You're behind Sir Davish, who has formed a front line and is just attempting to stave off the fury of this revenant. So you are not in melee combat with the...
Okay. Unfortunately, because our last game was so long ago, I don't remember if all my spell slots were used up. I just am assuming they were.
So, as a warlock, you regain all your spell slots on short
got it.
rest.
Yeah.
So you have all yours. You're the only person with any spell slots at this point.
All right. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta read something. All right, I'll cast True Strike and ready a bolt in my crossbow and my short sword, and that's my turn.
Okay, True Strike, and you're ready to go for next round.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I will allow it. Why not? Sir Davish.
I'll stand
It's your turn.
I'll stand looking at the beast and I'll say, "As I find you not be an agent of Strahd either, know me, Knight of the Eternal Order, in the will of Kelemvor, and I'll come to bear the two scales held by a skeletal arm, and I will say, retreat, so that we shall speak instead of fight. And I'll turn the unholy.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Wow, you have a level 3.
No, it's a class level
It's a
3.
class spell. It's,
yeah.
Oh, it comes at level. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Let me see here.
And then as I speak that celestial black blue with white sparkles that almost look like stars kind of radiate out into a 30-foot radius.
Okay, so
DC.
this is.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I'm gonna handle this a little bit oddly because. So first off, you utter your turn.
Uh-huh.
And it does not have the intended effect upon this particular individual.
Okay.
However, I'm going to count it as the use of a spell in the skill challenge
Okay.
to give an automatic success. The reason for this is because it's as powerful of a resource as any level 1 spell slot, and those guarantee a success for sure. This particular individual is unaffected by the actual ability. So
he's not undead.
no, he is definitely undead.
Okay.
He resisted your turn outright.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
However, it was persuasive.
I'll say, if you truly are not with Strahd, then use your words, not your steel. We are merely defending ourselves against an agent who says he is against a common enemy.
He narrows his hateful eyes, the flesh kind of flaking off as he does so. He looks you flat in the face and he says, I have seen many men serve 2 masters. You could yet be dishonest in your pleas. I think not. You will not stay my hand this day. And that is your turn? Or
Yep. I think that's all I can really do, because I have no bonus actions to do. Is Irina going to be taking turns?
I did not put her into this initiative order
Okay.
accidentally, but it doesn't really. This isn't. No, I'm just gonna say no. I'll
Okay.
Just roll no, just because it's. I'm just trying to.
It would be silly for you to participate in your own skill challenge, I think.
Yeah,
That's
it would
true.
be.
That's true. Tatos, so you've got 2 successes, 2 failures, and a combat on your hand with a creature that very clearly is strong.
Am I allowed to use persuasion?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
you are. Each player can use any skill once.
Okay. I'm going to look at the knight on the horse, and you said that he's got what on him?
He's wearing like rusted chainmail. He's wearing a tabard over that, which is tattered and torn. And now you notice he's taken quite a bit of, it looks like water damage. As a matter of fact, the entirety of the creature is wet, damp, it seems. And he is a gleaming longsword in his sword hand. Seems to be good steel.
Am I able to see the dragon insignia?
Yeah.
Considering where I'm from, would I know who that is?
So you could roll history. It's a long shot. It's a long shot. But I'll allow history as a bonus action if you want to try to grab some information out of the ether.
Sure.
Okay. wow.
Well, he certainly fucking grabbed.
Yoink!
Wow, okay, this is interesting. All right, so you critically succeeded. So, records from about 430 to 450 years ago, at some point or another, you had access to them. And they spoke and recorded of a knighthood order who let me fucking pull up their information, since apparently you know it all. Jesus Christ. I was not prepared for this.
Jesus.
Should have made the history your fucking role, huh? Just Jesus Christ. Let me find the damn thing.
I mean, I was going to throw it into my persuasion, but if you want to make that the roll, I'm happy with it.
Well, you know enough. You're gonna know enough that you're just gonna be able to RP your way through, I think, at this point. So let me pull up some information and find the. Oh, okay. 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 All right. So, you know of an ancient order of knights called the Order of the Silver Dragon that disappeared from Faerun some 400 years ago, suddenly, never to be heard from again. They were led by Argynvost, who was a knight of great renown. But this particular knight had a secret that not many knew. But somewhere along your lifetime of sordid deeds, you came to learn this secret, that Argynvost was a silver dragon, and that his order of knights were of the highest level of purity and chivalry, and that they would fight evil to any end. However, the fate of the order is lost to time, as there has been no written history since 400 years ago. That's incredible. I can't believe that you just
Oh, it's these people. I know exactly who these people are.
The Order of the Silver Dragon. You recognize the tavern. It's insane. Yeah.
Okay.
It said they went to war sometime 400 years ago and never returned.
All right. So
Yeah, that's going to be the third success. Whoa.
I attempted to go through and take notes quick enough to be able to do this. So allow me to fill in the gaps where I missed on the history, if you would.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see the dragon insignia on him, hold my crossbow in the air, and set it on the ground, look to the knight, and say, "Sir, you follow Argynvost, and in that, your order of knighthood is the most prestigious that there has been. I understand the need and desire to destroy the evil and the unholy. We are not them. As any silver dragon, especially he, would tell you, you must allow the light to shine, and by attacking us, you're just merely snuffing it out. It's been over 400 years since you've been here, since the last tales have been told in the different realms. Allow us to help in this area.
At the mention of the Revenant's ancient master, it snaps its head into your direction and locks its gaze upon you, and you see a look of confusion and then resignation. The sword lowers, and the Revenant brings his horse to heel, stepping it back a number of paces before looking at you, Tados, and saying, "It has been many centuries since my master fell, and our order with him. We are but a remnant of our glory. We have fallen." And he kind of hangs his head, not taking his eyes off of you, but bowing a bit, in as if remembering a great dishonor that had been long forgotten. He pauses for a moment. "If it is true what you say, and that you do not serve the devil, then you must travel to Argan's Holt, our last and final stronghold. Therein you will find the leader of what is left of our order, Sir Vladimir Horngard. He has gone mad with the rage, tending Strahd's prison from his courtroom. Find him, and if you are able to turn his mind from vengeance to aid, you will find a great ally in your battle. And within these lands, you will need many an ally if you are to succeed. Lest you will go on as we. The centuries pass, constantly attempting to put an end to this hell in vain." Would anybody like to respond?
I'll take a small step forward, sheathing my sword. And kind of lowering my guard, and I'll say, "Sir Knight, do not give in to despair, for you have never not taken up the call to action that you came here to do. You must be celebrated. For even though your order fell, you knew that your calling was still needed. And for that, and I'll bring my now kind of blood-soaked fist up to my chest and give him a salute. I salute you, and I will bow, and then I will stand back up."
The wayward knight, now revenant, immortal warrior of a slain silver dragon, he looks you over each in turn, shakes his head and says, "You servants of Strahd, I think not. I will leave you to your weary travels and continue my hunt. But heed my words. To the west, along the old Svalch Road, once you pass the town of Locky, you will find Argan's Vault there to the south. Within, you will find the leader of our order. And then he trods on.
All right?
That was very character appropriate.
Yeah, those weird crackly voices.
Yeah.
I'm not a trained vocalist. All right.
Okay, for my notes, can I recap a couple things real quick for me?
Yeah, go for it.
It's Argon's Volt, ARGONS VOLT.
I will spell it out. This is the location.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
Oh my god.
this is the name. I know. I don't
Ah,
know how to
it's-
fucking say that.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. Arkansas.
And that's the name. Second one is the name of the founder of the order. And it's the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Okay, so I wasn't far off on the name. Let's travel to. That's west of Loki.
West of Valaki along this Vultch Road. And then south on to Argon's Vault.
That was not very nice of him to leave me at 4 hit points.
Could be
Well,
worse.
Fucking jerk.
Well,
then-
yeah.
The leader was Sir Vladimir. Who's a what?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
That was Argon's Vault's right-hand man some 400 years ago.
Yeah, and he said he's in the courtroom of Strahd. He's like,
No. Hey,
Tending the prison of Strahd.
kind of
Ah,
a
the
muddled,
prison.
kind of a muddled. All right, so I apologize because that came out muddled, but the intent behind those words were this: you can find Vladimir Horngard in the courtroom at Argynvost, or in the main hall of Argynvost, whatever. You'll find Vladimir Horngard at Argynvost, and the Revenant Order of the Dragon are stuck here in this prison of Strahd, just the same as everybody else.
Gotcha.
I
And then
apologize
he
that
said
came out
attempting to turn his mind from vengeance to what?
Help.
so if you're able to turn Vladimir's mind from vengeance, as you did this individual, he could be a great ally, is essentially what you were told.
yeah, convince him we're not worth Strahd, just as we have done here, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank
His
you.
his order has fallen, his master is vengeful and angry and maddened so, and he has said that if you truly are if you truly are against Strahd, then you will find help there.
Yeah, it sounded like Strahd might have killed a Sylvan Dragon or something like that.
It sounded kind of rough there. Yeah, it sounded kind of rough for old Argynvost.
I'm gonna lay on hands.
Okay, you're gonna pump the last of your hit points in.
Fucking yeah.
Doesn't it recharge on a short rest?
Hold on, I'm reading it. I'll figure it out. Nope, long rest. Yep, that's fine.
I'm about to AFK for like 45 seconds.
All right, well, let's take a little break here. That's fine. I'm getting a little pooper, guys. This is not where I intended to stop tonight, so let me just take a couple moments here.
Take a stretch while I go to the restroom.
Yeah.